Thanks for watching. We begin with technology so old it doesn't use a transistor or even tubes. It's a computer that uses a crank. Here's Tech Now's Scott McGrew.
You want me to crank once and you can just get an idea of what you want to shoot?
Yeah.
Doran Swade is nervous.
How many times can you do it without risk of it?
Who knows?
We've asked him to crank up a machine designed hundreds of years ago, just a few hours before its real unveiling at a museum fundraiser.
Every time you turn the handle, you get the next value of X, and it counts how many values of X there are. So this machine's been turned 8 times.
Gotcha.
There's an index there, it says 8.
Yeah.
So it's just adding a number, and that's
Sure.
I was just checking how many cycles it did. Are we nervous? Yes, we're nervous.
Nervous because, though we're in the middle of Silicon Valley at the Computer History Museum, nobody on this continent knows how to fix the Babbage difference engine if we break it. The computer, actually calculator would be a better term, is quite new, built on designs hundreds of years old. The London Science Museum put it all together and shipped it here to America. It's on display before it goes to the private collection of a Microsoft millionaire. In the late 1840s, mathematician and inventor Charles Babbage dreamed up mechanical devices that could calculate. While he built scale models and sketched out designs, he never built a full-sized machine called a difference engine.
But he actually never built a complete machine in its entirety. He built experimental models, and he built 1/7 of his first design, his difference engine number 1. So Babbage has never seen a complete machine of his own, and no Victorian has ever seen a complete Babbage design.
The machine you see here was completed only a few months ago, based strictly on Babbage's design, no modern technology.
I'll do about 3 cycles, yeah?
Sure.
It's quite beautiful to watch. A difference engine is quite different than the modern-day computer, and not just because of the gears and crank. The device does not calculate. You can't ask it how much 2 plus 2 is and crank out an answer. Rather, it progresses through a set of relationships, printing tables of numbers. Let's say +7, so 7, 14, 21, 28, and so on. The surveyors, insurers, and bookkeepers of 150 years ago used tables to look up answers to math problems.
There were no portable calculators that you could do calculations on demand, so they were absolutely reliant on printed mathematical tables. And the fears were that these tables were riddled with errors.
Babbage was the first to realize a machine would not make errors. The first to realize a device could, in a way, think.
They talked about it as the thinking machine. After Babbage, nobody ever doubted that you could make an automatic computing machine. That was his great legacy. Nobody ever questioned, could this be done? Could you?
It would be nice to think of Babbage as the grandfather of the modern-day computer, but really he's not. Not only did his difference engine work far differently than today's computers, Babbage's detailed plans weren't even really studied in earnest until the 1970s, decades after the first electronic computers were invented.